We're joined now by Dr. Dave Lalman, our extension beef cattle specialist. Dave, you and the team are getting some calls about sprouted wheat. Tell us what this is and kind of why the conditions are right this year.
Occasionally when we have high moisture conditions and high humidity, especially for an extended part of time or length of time around harvest, some of that wheat will start to sprout in heads. And of course that's going to have, generally speaking, any sprouted wheat's going to have a discounted price at market. And so that's when we start getting some calls from people saying, hey, should I feed this to livestock or not? What are the options?
So as people kind of weigh the options, what kind of guidance do you have for them?
There's primarily three things to consider. Number one, it needs to be around 12% moisture or less. Because if there happens to be vomitoxin in it, that mold will continue to grow if it's too high in moisture after harvest. So that's important. The other thing is the vomitoxin, which is a type of mycotoxin itself. Is there signs of presence of that mycotoxin or not? Our diagnostic lab here in Oklahoma does not test for mycotoxins. They farm it out now to North Dakota Veterinary Diagnostic Laboratory, and we can provide a link to that laboratory for folks that are interested. It's going to cost about $175 per sample, but that gets you a wide range in mycotoxin testing. It's a very thorough test and they do a great job. The third thing that folks would want to consider would be the test weight of the wheat. Generally, if it's 50 pounds per bushel or above, it should be good quality feed for livestock. In fact, about as good quality as corn in terms of energy supply. If it's below 50, we say 45 to 50 pounds of test weight, it's probably going to be about 95% of the feeding value of corn from an energy standpoint. Below 45 and it goes lower, of course. So the test weight would be the third important consideration.
So say people have weighed all the options and have figured out the quality and they decide they want to feed it to their herd. What guidance do you have then on the best ways to do that?
Okay, so 30 to 50% of the ration in general is a good, safe amount to include in the formulation. And the second thing would be it needs to be processed. So coarsely ground or rolled would be what most mills would do, and that works really well to increase the digestibility. You don't want to grind it too fine because then the animals can sort the fines out and that leads to other problems. So coarse processing.
And you also have a fact sheet that might be useful to reference?
The principles that we mentioned here today are all covered in the fact sheet, and so that's a good resource for folks that are interested in feeding sprouted wheat.
Okay, great. We will look for that. Thanks a lot, Dave. And for a link to the fact sheet and the diagnostic lab, go to sunup.okstate.edu.